Alright, this lesson is based upon shooting. Okay, so the character can shoot at you. Now, what about you shooting at the character? First off, I want to insert some cover, so I can show you exactly what I have so far. So I'm going to put a little wall here. Some cover for the character. Hit play. There we go. Alright, so if I duck over this wall, remember I have this thing that shoots, but I want to be able to shoot at it. Alright, so first off, we're going to be looking at how to make a weapon. And that happens at a very, very rudimentary level. It happens with a sphere, just like the other one, but this time just a tad bit different. Okay, some spheres. And I'm going to eliminate everything on this sphere. And this is basically where the sphere or the bullet is going to spawn, right here. So this is my spawn point. And I'll show you a script, but you don't have to worry about it just yet. I'm just getting it for the name convention. Right now this is gun spawn. That's what I have to name this. And I'll show you where you can change that if you want to inside the script. So there's gun spawn. And gun spawn needs to go with first person controller. Now, we make a prefab. Now the difference between a prefab and one of these over here, notice I put bullet over here in the last lesson. And bullet's actually way down here and I put it inside the scene. Now that's just me being lazy. Really, we can make a prefab. This is how it works. So the prefab sits outside, and I can put this into its own directory. Can I have a folder? Oh, there's a prefab folder. Never mind. There's my prefab folder, and this prefab, I'm going to call something. I'm going to call it character bullet. Okay. Now notice the box is white and not blue, so there's nothing really in it just yet. And I don't want to put something in it just yet either, because I have to get that thing perfect before I put it in there, or once I drop it into prefab world, it's there and always there. Okay. So now I'll have to make something like another sphere, lots of spheres. And the sphere, maybe we'll make a little bit smaller this time. I'm getting tired of all these spheres bouncing around. Okay. And I'm just going to roughly put that where the other one is. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be part of that prefab. And this one I'm going to call character bullet. And this time I named it with a convention that it's lowercase. So again, I don't want to put it in there just yet. I also want to add a rigid body to it. Okay. And I also want to give it something else. I want to give it that damage script that I gave earlier. So rigid causes damage. Okay, that'll work quite well with this. And let me just double check that real quick. Because one thing that we do not want to do is pass any kind of weird collision that might occur and then apply damage. We don't want to use the term apply damage in this. If we do that, it might hurt me instead of hurting the actual object. So let me make sure that yes, that'll do just fine. All right, so the bullet actually gets, the character bullet gets this. Character bullet, rigids cause damage. There we go. And that will go into my prefab. Character bullet. Okay. Now, in my scene, it's not important that it's over here anymore. I can delete it out. It'll still be in here. All right, now that we have our scene set up with the actual bullet itself, in the next video what I want to do is show you how the code works.